So hi guys, what's up? Welcome to Geeks for Geeks. My name is Akash Kalra and I'm back with another video. So we all know that the placement season is just around the corner and you want to land a dream job. So this video is going to help you do just that. Before sitting for any job interview, I'm sure you must have studied, learned, and revised all the technical concepts that were humanly possible. I mean, that's the bare minimum that you have to do when you're sitting for a job interview. However, when you're sitting for a job interview in the middle of a pandemic where the number of job openings is at an all-time low, you have to do more than just the bare minimum. How do you do that? You do that by capitalizing on a few key areas that most candidates fail to capitalize on. One of those areas is the question of tell us about yourself. This question is very vague, it's very open-ended, and most candidates feel that it's very easy to answer because, well, you're talking about yourself, you're talking about your life. How difficult can that be? However, when you are overstretching this answer and if you're not answering this question in a proper structured format, you make sure that you are not standing out from the entire crowd. However, if you answer this question with flair, then the chances are that you will stand out from the crowd and the recruiter will form a human connection with you. So it must be noted that this is one of the first questions that the HR interviewer will ask you. And this question is there to judge your character, personality, communication skills, and understand if you are the right fit for the job. So to answer all of these things and touch on all of these talking points, you have to have a structured approach. Well, luckily for you, I have broken down this answer into three major steps. So step number one, talk about where you are right now, what are you doing right now. So in this step, you need to talk about the current role that you are doing, the current job responsibilities that you have, what are the operations that you are handling, what are the operations that you are overseeing, and if you are a student, then talk about the internships that you have done, talk about the projects that you have done. Let the recruiter know the current standing you're at, and please keep in mind that this has to be relevant to the job and not relevant to other things that the recruiter might not be interested in. Step number two, how and why you got there. This is the part where you talk about your story. This covers your interest, your niche, your personal story. It rationalizes why you operate in that particular niche. You can include childhood incidents, college projects, job initiatives. Basically, this is the step where you sell your entire story and try to build a human connection with the recruiter so that the recruiter understands that you are not just here to land a job, you are here to land the job that makes the most sense for you, the job you are actually passionate about. Step number three, you need to talk about where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, what are your future plans, where do you plan to go. Basically, here you tell the recruiter that you are an investment that will pay off very high dividends in the future because you are planning to stay with the company for a very, very long time. This ensures that the recruiter believes in you and this lets the recruiter have a memorable impression about you. Cool. So these are the major three segments that you need to divide your answer into. Having said that, you need to keep a few key points into consideration while you're answering this question of tell us about yourself. So your answer should be relevant to the company and the post you're interviewing for. What the interviewer actually means when they ask you this question is why are you relevant? Or rather, why are you more relevant than all the other candidates to the company? So this is your chance to low-key boast about your skill set and how you can be a valuable addition to the company. So before you sit for the interview, research about the company, the job profile, and make sure that your answer aligns with the values and the objectives of the company. Keep the conversation in a very, very professional light. The interviewer does not want to know about your hobbies or the fact that maybe you went to a cricket academy in the 9th standard. Keep it nice, crisp, clear, and succinct. It is advised to anticipate this question in advance, so probably rehearse this answer quite a few times before you sit for the interview. However, your answer should not come off as memorized. You see, it's critical to come across as a genuine candidate while giving this answer, or else the recruiter with their years of experience will easily see that you have memorized it and all the human connection that you were aiming to build will be out the window. Also, read the room. Understand the context of the circumstance in which this question is asked. and deduce why the question is asked in that particular period of time. So for example, if this question is asked at the beginning of a technical interview, then chances are that it's just an icebreaker. But if it is asked at the beginning of an HR interview, then this question actually holds a lot of value. So make sure that your answer is customizable and adaptable so that you answer it accurately given the context of the interview. Also, make sure that you're positive, passionate, and you come across as a very genuine person to the recruiter. Because let's be honest, when you're sitting for an interview, it can become dull because you're answering the same repetitive questions that they have been asking the candidates for hundreds of candidates before you. So make sure that your answer adds a little bit of flair, makes the recruiter smile, makes the recruiter think, makes the recruiter curious. So when you include all of these elements to your answer while being extremely professional, then you make sure that the recruiter understands and remembers you amongst all the candidates that they're taking interview for. So guys, keep these points in mind, keep these considerations in mind, and build the most perfect answer of question of tell us about yourself. Leave a like if you found this video useful. Do make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified every time we post. So I guess that's it from my end. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye now.